This is Motivate, where motivation is key. I am your host, David Bohannon. We are here to talk about the three pillars of business, that first pillar being survival. So stay tuned as we get into it. This is Motivate, where motivation is key. I am your host, David Bohannon. We're here to talk about the first pillar of business today, which is survival. When we think about all that's going on and how it's time to analyze our business and look at where we're going to be going forward, the first pillar that we teach at Motivate is survival. How are you going to survive? What's going on with your business? How much of an impact have you taken in your business? And so that first thing under the heading of survival is analyze. Analyze your business. What's going on in your business? What changes can you make? It's a great time to pivot and look at. I was talking to a business owner that owns a restaurant that's been really successful, and he's been really hard hit. And one of the ways we talked about him pivoting is creating more of a catering, and then also to consider something that he can sell online. Whether it be a sauce, whether it be, something special within his restaurant that he does, that he is able to then create and sell online. Because with the traditional businesses, with the traditional bricks and mortars, the challenge has been, with no foot traffic, as to what do you do now? How do you generate business? If you have a beauty salon, or if you have a barber shop, or you have some type of business, retail business, then what's your online presence? Do you have an online presence? Do you have products that you can sell online? For instance, if you have and we already are really giving you solutions, but if you have a barber shop, are there shampoos, conditioners, things like that that you can sell online? And so the thing is to analyze your business, see where, maybe your business plan has failed you. No one could have predicted COVID-19. But now that it has happened, now that it is going on, we know it's not yet over. What's going on with your business? What things can you pivot or change within your business model to that, to guard against the next issue that comes up or the next situation that comes up? And again, nobody could have predicted pandemic. However, with that being said, what did this pandemic teach you, or what is this pandemic teaching you about your business? As you analyze your business, as you evaluate your business, what areas can you change? What areas can you improve on your business? And so this first pillar is to help you look at the situation, because a lot of people are coming out of a tough time with this pandemic. And so now that you have an opportunity, what we call the survival mode, and evaluate your business, what's going on within the organization? What's going on within your business? Yes, there's a lack of sales. Yes, you don't have the foot traffic. But what things can you do? Analyze your business, evaluate your business, and figure out what things you can do differently to hedge, to help to guard against, to create more revenue in a different way within your business. One of the things this pandemic did for restaurants was it forced restaurants to have delivery service, whereas a lot of them had been, maybe had the stickers on their window. They weren't really utilizing that. So even though the foot traffic wasn't coming in, the one opportunity that the restaurants had is to really drive that market. And so I would question, in a retail setting and say, what have you done to pivot your business, to change your business, to do something different in your business, that in the event, A, this continues and it appears like it's going to, B, what can I do to develop an online presence? Because anyone that had an online presence or online business during the pandemic, it only got better. It only grew. And some of these people couldn't go out and speak if they were content creators or speakers or coaches. they couldn't go out and speak on stage, but what they had created online through their books, through their online programs, and their products that they had online, as their business only grew. There were more people at home. There were more people watching. And so one of the reasons that a lot of well-named businesses, your Nordstroms, your Kmarts, years ago Corningware, these household names are going out of business, is they haven't pivoted. They haven't switched. They haven't changed. We say, well, what do those big businesses have to do with me? Learn from what they're not doing and pivot or change in your business. Create another source of income within your business so that you are able to continue to sustain, to generate income as this pandemic goes on, for one. And for two, it gives you another source of income. It's not so one-sided or one way in your business. And so by creating an online presence, as we know, that online presence or business continues to grow, continues to build. And so as you're analyzing your business, take a look at your systems. You know, what's going on within your systems, and what systems do you have, and how have they been impacted by COVID-19? How have they been impacted by what's been going on? Did your income completely stop? And if your income completely stopped, what pivot, what changes, what things can you do differently to generate income? Can you add something to your business? Can you add a product? Can you add a service to your business that will help you through this time? And so the evaluation, this first pillar of survival is figuring it out. If you are a person that went to war and you survived that attack, what you're going to do then is evaluate, do I have all my weapons? Am I injured? Am I hurt? How many troops do I have? You know, how would having someone else on your team have benefited you during COVID? How could that have helped you? If you had more of a social media presence, how would that have helped you? If you had a social media manager that had been managing your business as far as online and COVID-19 hit, how different would that have made your business? You know, and so to think about COVID-19 and pivoting and analyzing your business as a whole, think about what things you can do differently. You look at your systems. You are evaluating your systems in your business, your operating systems, your cash systems, how you've handled your customer service systems, if you will, for the sake of this conversation. How are all those things? How can those things be different? Because COVID-19 has introduced something different to us when it comes to distancing and how people are getting along and how people are dealing. And so in some traditional senses, I dealt with and working with a gentleman and helping him to create an online page because he's always gone out and sold his nice handmade jewelry and nice assembled jewelry just face to face. And so now he realized with COVID-19 that it stopped his income. So we created him a Facebook page, we created him a website to where you can now go and find his product. And so what way can you pivot your business, change your business? So as you're analyzing, look at the things that you can do to go forward in your business, to create more of a business for yourself, to create different streams of income. You listen to Patrick Snow, motivational speaker, and he talks about different streams of income. So think about your business and think about the different streams of income that you can create. And so that you can build your business and you can create more strength into your business. You can pivot and again create another stream of income in order to help you as you move forward in your business. So in this survival stage, it's one of like that foundation for that house or that building. We're checking structure. We're measuring. We're figuring out how deep you need to go. We're figuring what do you need to do and strengthen it. How much rebar do you need in order to make sure this structure as you're building, and in this case your business as you're building, can be stronger going forward. So what have you learned? What have you found out about your business while you're analyzing, while you're evaluating, while you're evaluating your systems, while you're looking at your staff or your troops and figuring out, okay, how many people did we lose and how are we going to restructure? There's a lot of restructuring of companies going on right now. Why? So that they can survive, so that they can make it. And so look at your business, look at the ways that you can improve your business, and then join us on Wednesday as we start talking about how taking that survival, the next thing is stability. How do I stabilize my business? We're going to be talking about things like training and development and things like that in your business, how to grow your sales, how to build an online presence so that you can grow your sales, grow your awareness, grow your presence so that people know how to find you in other ways and get you in other ways, especially if you've had a traditional business that's been brick and mortar. And so we thank you for joining us on today. This is Motiv, where motivation is key. I am your host, David Bohannon, where we are business, we're for business, and we are to business. You can reach us at motiv2yahoo.com. You can also reach us at moto-vee.com. You can go to our website there and join us on Wednesday for survival of today, stability on Wednesday, significance on Friday. You can also go and you can also join us on YouTube. Go to our YouTube page at David K. Bohannon, like and subscribe there. And until our next video on Wednesday, God bless.